matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tennessee.
Chris Boswell.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Well, there's 2 sides to every coin. You come on the road, you get the onside kick to start the game. What a boost, but you don't get it. And now your back's against the wall a little bit.
You're exactly right. You nailed it perfectly. And so many ways to go at it when you're on the road. You think to yourself, well, if we start on defense, we blitz them early, try and create a big play. If we start on offense, we throw the big pass downfield. In this case, they said, forget all of that. Let's do it on special teams and try and catch them off guard with an onside kick unsuccessfully.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run the option here on 1st and 10. Off the RPO, he completes it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 14 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Tackles back at the 26-yard line.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, 26 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jack Crawford. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, batted free. And incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Now Ben going to give this one to Conner. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And it's third down.
On third down, it's Conner. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Pittsburgh.
James Conner, 29 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now it's Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads.
Yeah.
When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Tannehill getting this complete to Smith. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 35-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferguson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
A lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. Into the secondary again. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And 8 at the 25-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Connor. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
9-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. They can't hang with us.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Short throw to Smith. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, Tannehill.
9-yard line.
Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And this one is incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his... And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Tennessee getting the 1st down on a big play of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Derrick Henry. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Henry, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
This is Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Draw play. This is Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in. And the Titans have once again taken the lead.
For the extra point.
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Titans 17, Steelers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Steelers.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Back to Smith-Schuster, this time complete. And I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Titans. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
I certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw is Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
8-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Connor. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
We'll see what his offense can do. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards there, a first down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the #1 thing, take care of the football.
The tackle made by Devin.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Here's Tannehill. He finds Humphreys. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw, Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Tannehill.
3rd and 4.
He can run for it, and he will. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis there to make the grab. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Titans 24, Steelers 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Roethlisberger. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Smith catches left side. Tannehill, 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
This one caught by Davis. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Now Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right, and that is incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee.
3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
31. Steelers 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
Frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're
the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Titans 38, Steelers 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
This has been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for them. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for them here.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
Flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. That's complete, middle of the field to Humphries. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
27-yard line.
Right here, guys. Spike 51. Mike 51. Here we go.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 29-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, it's Henry. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Tannehill. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Gostkowski's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Gain of 21 yards. And the Steeler
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
1st down, Steelers.
They go play action here on 1st down. Completion here to Claypool. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Pittsburgh.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the 1st half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Brings up second and goal.
On second and goal, here's the option.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable. Derrick Henry all alone. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, an 80-yard touchdown. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on. So, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 13.
He'll start the drive with a give to Connor.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Jeffrey Simmons
calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
brings up second and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his third pick of the game. Instead, it's third down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Tannehill. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the 14-yard line.
Carry now for Derrick Henry. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today. Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
4 yards on the pickup.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Watch the screen. Pass. You can hunt. 51's the bite. Hey, here I come.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 11-yard line.
51's Mike. Mike's 51. I got him. Go to the hunt. 51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Now hold on a second. Why would they decline that? Charles.
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes 0 sense.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Go.
And they take a knee.